shape. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gotta rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gotta rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Cousins here going to change the play. They run once more with Taylor.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
guys, listen. Good job right there. Hey, alert. Right.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really...
Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Packers have it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Catch is made by Harry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Left hash. Go. Friday.
Here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Play action now. Cousins. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After 1, our score 9-6. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Wilson to throw.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Siaki Ika in to haul him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, guys, listen.
Wilson. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Packers are able to add on to that lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
He finds his man, Pollard.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
What is that?
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
What is that?
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
3rd down and 13.
Now Wilson.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
Gets through, and now an opening. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here, because Von Miller, a former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little bit too late, and that draws the penalty.
Go.
Pollard. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Koo knocks this one through the posts.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Operating from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll find Harry on the right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 12.
14. Start.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Look for signals.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Check. Zebra. Gun.
Back to throw. Wilson. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll throw again. Cousins. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Now Cousins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. The Chark goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 13. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right. Not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Throwing, Cousins. That's complete, right side to Lazard. And he's brought down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Going deep here for Watkins. That is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Cousins. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is caught.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you, but you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Here we go. First and goal.
What's that?
Throwing is Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
What's that?
Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Cousins again. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Throwing now is Wilson.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy.